What's up, everybody? So, this is your boy Sandy Ravage back again. It's been about 3 weeks since I did another video, so I got to go ahead and I've been taking care of some things, trying to get things in line to get better content and better video quality videos for everybody out here. So, I apologize if some of you are enjoying the content, but I wanted to go ahead and make a quick video. Actually, I might make a few videos this afternoon, but it's just something on my mind right quick that I wanted to get out. So, I'm gonna do a review and talk about Drake Scorpion like soon, because now I'm like, after interacting with people and talking about music, I realize that certain albums and projects you gotta listen to and you gotta give more time. It's like let them sink in and like really listen to it. But then there are some projects I feel that you can just listen to and pretty much get the gist of it all the time, get the gist of it, and just like it wasn't all that. It works 50-50. Sometimes you just gotta let certain things work with you more. And I started trying to not talk about and review things so quickly and let things marinate and really get my opinion on it. And I pretty much got all my thoughts on Scorpion all the way out the way. But what I want to talk about was, it's weird to me like how there were some people mad about the Spotify situation, that Drake was taking up all the front page. I'm hearing like on some of all the major Spotify playlists, there was a Drake song on all of them. And then not only that, is some of the lesser Spotify playlists had Drake songs on them. And it's funny that, Drake would be on everything like that, is because Drake is like probably the biggest artist right now in music, and with such a massive fan base, I don't know why they would feel the need to push and promote him like that. So it's pretty much like labels, like a backing like that. Drake has a backing, and it made me start thinking, also looking at Spotify, because when Spotify did that, it seemed like Spotify was trying to restart that musical hierarchy. Like Drake is top, so we need to push and promote him, and it's kind of like makes me really think back. And I'm glad I switched from Spotify to Apple Music, because Spotify has a few issues. And when Spotify did that, along with the XXXTentacion thing that happened a few months ago, it's kind of weird that it's like they're trying to restore that hierarchy that the radio had for so long until streaming services came out. And we all know, like, really a lot of people turn to streaming and internet radio to get away from that hierarchy of certain artists having songs pushed and shoved down our throat all day. And with them doing that with Drake with that takeover, yeah, that's kind of what I was getting flashbacks of. And this is not shade at Drake or anything like that, but some people got to chill with that. Like, cause he's a popular artist and we all know his music, but even though Drake has a lot of fans, we gotta be honest. A lot of Drake's music is just really middle of the road. I mean, he's got some albums that I actually enjoy. If you're reading This Is Too Late, which was a good album. Take Care, even though I don't think it's as good as some claim, it's a decent album. It has too many filler tracks on it for one. And it's got some spotty writing here and there that just make me like, just facepalm, dog. Just facepalm. Like, it has some Degrassi-ish lyrics and moments, but I'll probably talk about Take Care in a couple projects. I'll probably do all of Drake discography review in the near future one day. You never know. So, but let's not act like the majority of Drake stuff is easy to enjoy, because a lot of it's really middle of the road. A lot of it takes and bastardizes sounds of other artists, and it does it in a more consumer, less challenging, friendly way, where in the way Drake does it, it's really devoid of like a lot of its original personality, its sound, or its identity, and it's just like a whitewashed version, which that's weird that Drake, I oddly at times consider him to be like the first black man to whitewash something, but it is what it is, just like he ruined reggae. But it's not no shade at Drake. This is just me saying, I just wanted to say that about Spotify, because Spotify, like, just, it was just weird with that. So I wanted to get that out the way. And on another note, this video is just me just getting a video out there and some content, just saying a few things, speaking a few things that's on my mind right now. And while we on the topic of the Drake situation, we got to talk back about the biggest L of Drake's career, which is Pusha T. So recently it was discovered that when Drake was actually like in wherever they was at with Kanye, and he played Kanye the March 14th song, which is one of the better tracks on Scorpion in my opinion. And Kanye gave the information to Pusha T for that diss record. Now some people are coming at Kanye saying Kanye is snake. And some people are even going far as to say since Pusha found that out, they're using that to discredit the impact of the diss record, which I think is absolutely ridiculous because it does not matter where you get the information from or who you get it from, as long as it is credible and it is delivered in a savage and the way a diss record is supposed to go, then it doesn't matter where you got the info from. So, but I'm not trying to make this like a whole 30-minute, 12-minute video about Drake, because that's not what I'm about. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch on. Like we done talked about the beige radio bandit or whatever, whoever you want to call him, the hip hop's colonizer or whatever. So that's it. So that was my thoughts on the Drake thing. Let's see. Future topics I want to talk about. I don't want to just talk about a bunch of new albums that are dropping. I want to go back and reflect on a few old ones that have dropped this year or even in previous years. So right now, recently, I've been listening to Tierra Whack, Whack World. Great project. It's only like 15 minutes long because every song is 1 minute. But a lot of songs can be really addictive, really catchy, and really hard-hitting, or to the point where it's so much packed in 1 minute you'll wish it was longer. So if you haven't heard that, check out Tierra Whack, Whack World. I've been enjoying an album I actually hated at first. Playboi Carti, Die Lit. At first I hated it. Like, it just sounded like just nonsense and repetitive. Everything was going the same. But then when I, like, upon revisiting, I started getting like another chance. I'm like, it is, a lot of it very repetitive. Like, a lot of it's just the same stuff over and over again. The thing is, like, it's really melodic. It's really catchy. And like a lot of the instrumentals and stuff like that, just, it's like earworms. It's like hypnotic. Like my favorite song on the album, and actually my favorite song right now, period, is the Flatbed Freestyle, which it just has this beat with these horns and this, just, if you like trap music and that kind of stuff, it's an interesting album to listen to. Then I've also been enjoying the hell out of Death Grips' new release, You're the Snitch. For those of you who are into Death Grips, in the comments, let me know how y'all feel about that one, because I'm still haven't really developed my thoughts on it for real, but I really, really like it a lot as an album. Then my next one, I'm actually going to do a review on this. JPEG Mafia Veteran. My God, you don't understand how much I love this record. Like, just, Veteran is so good. It's like experimental hip hop, like done almost to a T, and done like as good as you can possibly do it. It's like there's just a few little tweaks I feel that can make it a better project overall, but it's still about as close to perfection as you can get. It's so many different elements of, like, it's a little bit of vaporwave in there, it's a little bit of that vocal sample heavy experimental rap beats, his vocal inflections, his flows, and then the creativity, because JPEG Mafia is also like a kind of a conscious, self-aware, and then funny comedic type rapper with some of his bars and elements in there. And he makes for some pretty interesting social commentary as well, especially what's going on in our political spectrum, like the old conservative versus liberal, Democrats versus Republicans. And JPEG Mafia pretty much throws his hat in the ring and takes shots at literally both sides of the spectrum for their retardation in, well, I probably said retardation. Well, this ain't gonna get monetized. So basically take shots at both sides for their, like, retardation. Like, there's a song on there that just, it's really catchy, and then it's also hilarious, called the Libtard Anthem. And then there's a song, I Killed Rock and Roll, where he's like dissing the alt-right. Like, it's it's a pretty crazy listen. So with that being said, since I gotta get ready to bail in a second, I'm letting y'all know content's on the way. Bear with me. Thank y'all for supporting. Please subscribe. This is Sandy Ravage out. Peace.